3, 2, 1. What's going on, everybody? This is K2 United. Today I'm back with an Oculus Quest video. Whoa! For those of you who don't know, I posted up on Reddit yesterday and showed the Quest off in mixed reality. Well, of course, I had commenters asking, hey, how'd you do it? How'd you set it up? You know, what are you using? So today, we're going to get into that. And you're not going to have to be a fool like I did and spend 6 hours trying to get this stuff to work. You'll spend however long this video is, maybe a little more, if you stop and pause and rewind and go back and all that. But you're not going to be spending 6 hours. I guarantee you that. So anyway, let's get into it. 3, 2, 1. All right, so the first thing, obviously, you're gonna need, the big elephant in the room is, of course, the green screen. For mine, when I did the initial video up on Reddit, I didn't have the supports. I didn't build them, and, well, I was just being lazy. So I just ended up tacking it to the wall, left it. You don't necessarily need the supports just to try it out, but over time, I mean, I just don't want to keep putting holes in my green screen, and I'd rather have the supports. Obviously, you can't do mixed reality with a Quest without a Quest. So, of course, there's my Quest right there. No cool mods like I've seen some of you people do. Whatever. We'll get to that when we get to that. You're going to need, what are these? Sticky notes? Yeah, you're going to need sticky notes. They need to cover the proximity sensor that's inside the headset. See right there? You're going to want to cover that because at one point your headset's going to need to stay on. They can't time out or anything like that, or you got to start the camera calibration process all over again. All right. Then you, of course, you're going to need a laptop. Any laptop should, let me take that back. Any gaming laptop should work. I'm running a GTX 960M. That's more than enough to take care of what the Quest throws at you, and of course rendering everything out, blah blah blah. You're gonna need Type-C to USB connection. You cannot do it without this. You will need this. This is a tripod which the camera I'm holding would sit on, but after realizing I can't record this video with the camera that I have to show, so I'll be using a webcam today. So yeah, I'll be using that little guy, you know, and you can clearly see that it's already set up from last night. And of course, you want for our camera, it uses a mini B USB, and I got lucky to find this at Walmart. So if you're going to do something like this, if you're going to use an HDRI camera or HDRI camera or whatever kind of camera you're going to use, they have to have an HDMI out or some kind of port to USB. That, I mean, you can't do it without that. There's no wireless from camera to laptop at this point in time that I know of. Somebody could easily prove me wrong, but I'm not that tech savvy with all the mixed reality stuff yet. Trying to get there. So anyway, that's that. So these are all the things that you're going to need just to get this off the ground. Just get it off the ground and get it running. So now we're going to jump into... All right, everybody. So here we are on the desktop, or my laptop really. And we are on the Oculus website for the mixed reality capture tools. All right, so I mean, you go on there, it'll bring you to the mixed reality capture tools, etc. I think they're the same for both the Rift S, and the Oculus Quest. But what you're gonna do, you obviously have to have enabled developer mode already. If you haven't enabled developer mode, I would say go ahead and pause the video, stop it. There are numerous videos out there for you to enable developer mode. Once you do that, go ahead and come back because you need developer mode for this to work. I should have said that beforehand. My apologies. I did not do that. But you will need developer mode as you need to have access to all your files on your Quest. So what you want to do is, yes, you have read and agreed to the terms. Go ahead and hit download. Of course, it should download. Excuse all those. Excuse all those. Don't worry about any of that. Like I said, I spent 6 hours. I didn't clear out my downloads or anything like that. So the MRC tools, just download it. So we're gonna go ahead, drop down here. Where is it? Boom. That's the one that just downloaded. I don't mind re-extracting and everything because some people like to follow along like word for word. For those of you who know what I'm about to do, you can probably skip ahead some seconds. All right. So in the MRC tools, obviously the version folder, and then you're going to come up with these 3 folders right here. Camera calibration, the plugin for OBS. So, you know, Quest can see the green screen and can be put in and all that. And then, of course, the camera calibration. So the first thing you're going to need to do, you're going to want to get your camera calibration APK on your Oculus Quest. All right. So, hold on. What we're going to do here is, let me go ahead and pull out the camera. I'll go ahead and record this part as well. Make sure it's booted up real quick. A-Team. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I got problems. Who don't? Come on, man. All right. So once you actually have, let me take my pick out of my hair. Once you have your crest up and, you know, you got, I shouldn't have to create a new Guardian space. There it is. All right. Guardian space is up. Let me go ahead and confirm it. All right. So right now I'm going to go ahead. And we got the video of the Quest on screen. So you can see that the Quest is running. It's running. Now, just word to the wise, go ahead and tear off a small piece of your sticky note. Just tear off a small piece. Something like that. No, we can make it a little smaller than that. Doesn't have to be very big. You just needed to cover the proximity sensor so it thinks that something or your face is in front of it. And yeah. Alright, so all you're going to want to do, go over here. You see the proximity sensor? It's right here between the eyes. Go ahead and cover that up. Bam. It will stay on. Now, it will stay on all the time. That means that your battery will be draining all the time. So just keep that in mind. Don't set it down and go anywhere and come back to expecting to play a game, because that might not be the case. I don't know. For standby time, it does okay. When you're gaming, though, 2.5 hours. I don't have one of those external battery packs, so I don't deal with all that. But now that we have the proximity sensor covered, we're gonna go ahead, plug it in. I like to keep some sort of organization when I'm doing stuff like this. Boop, 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 boop. Don't mind me, just fumbling around. I never know which way it's supposed to go. All right. So, of course, if you do have developer mode on, okay, so of course, if you do have developer mode on, your quest will come up or to ask what you want to do with the folder, blah, blah, blah. As long as you can see the internal contents of your quest, you should be okay. Should be, maybe not, but you should be, because I know I wasn't able to access any files or anything like that with my quest before I put it in developer mode. I don't know if that'll change in the future, but as of right now, that seems to be the way it works. I have Sidequest up and running. Now, with Sidequest, it size loads apps for you, you know, everything like that. I'm just trying to get it to refresh. But what you want to do, if you don't have Sidequest, go ahead and get Sidequest. Oh, they got some new stuff. You're gonna have to test some of these out. But go ahead and get Sidequest. It's easy to find. All you have to do is Google Sidequest Quest, honestly, and it'll come up. And there's the address right there. It's basically for side loading apps, side loading games, not for piracy. Don't use it. Don't use it for piracy. And honestly, it looks like the developers don't use it for piracy either, especially with all that beat-on nonsense. They dumped that. They don't want to fight Oculus. They don't want to stand against Oculus, and Oculus didn't even tell them they needed to stop. They didn't issue a cease and desist, nothing. So, I mean, they're very aware that what they're doing could potentially get them in trouble. So don't mess it up for the rest of us, please. But anyway, you're going to want to take that MRC camera calibration APK. Boom. Just drop it on here. It'll say drop files here. Boom. Just go ahead and let it do its thing. It's going to extract it, put a folder in, yada, yada, yada. And then that part's all done. It's all set up. All right. So for the next part, I'm going to be in and out of the quest. Yeah, it's after trying to record this and actually hear myself talk and the things I have to say and do at the same time, I realized this is crazy. This is a nightmare to set up, but hey, it's all good. Could be worse, or we could not have it at all. All right. So I'm going to start recording in my quest. I said record. Come on now. Alright, so now I actually have the recording showing up on my quest. Well, I want to go to unknown sources. Yes, I have a bunch of stuff in my unknown sources. But you're going to want to find the folder that says COM, Oculus, MRC, camera calibration. Alright, you're going to pull that up. And actually, let me stop recording that. I just thought about what could happen if I show my IP address. Well, yeah. No. I'll take a picture and show you what it looks like. So take a picture. There you go. Take the picture. All right. Now don't make sure you write it down. I mean, honestly, you're gonna keep this open because you need it open to set up the camera calibration on your laptop or your PC, whatever. All right, go back to the MRC tools folder. We jumped out of the Quest APK camera calibration. Now we want to go down to the OVR camera calibration on PC. So what you're going to do is go down here. Now you want to right click, and I'm going to blur this out later on, but right now, I mean, I have to show you it so you get the gist of it. You want to right click on the bat file. Right click on the bat file, and you want to edit. All right, and it's going to say blah, 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 .exe, quest, IP, and then it shows the IP address of your quest. Obviously, that's not the IP address of my Quest as it is right now, as it stands. So you want to put the IP address that I told you not to forget into this box right here. So I'm going to do it now. Uh-oh. 82.168.1. All right. Then you just want to save it. Now, another thing I should have told you before. Your laptop and your Quest have to both be on the same network. 5G is preferred. I'm just going to tell you that 5G is highly preferred. All right, so you want to open the camera calibration. Oh, it didn't find it. Why not? All right, so brought it up. For some reason with OBS already open, it wouldn't let me open the camera calibration tool. Don't know why. Don't know. But I just know all I did was close it, open the calibration tool back up, and then open OBS back up. So what you want to do, you're going to calibrate the camera. Okay? You're going to choose the camera from the drop-down list here. And I'm assuming when you plug your actual camera into the USB or HDMI, you'll be able to select from the drop-down list if your camera shows up. So you just keep hitting next. Of course, 1920 by 1080. All right, camera's on. We are in business, ladies and gentlemen. So I think that's why, because it actually needs a camera, but I wasn't using the camera at the time. I don't know. It's obviously a static camera. That's the only thing that can be selected. So let's see here. Now you want to take the right controller and basically try to mirror the purple image and just hit A when it's all said and done. All right, so what you see here, boom. I pull up the right one, boom, pull up the left one. Obviously, there's some tracking issues there, but I mean, all in all, not bad. And I wonder if having a Quest, see, now that makes sense. Because if I move it to the side of the Quest, or let me move the Quest so it can't see. Boom, both of them go. But if I move the Quest back around, both of them are live. Oh, so maybe I should just do that for tracking then. Let's try it one more time. So, next. And I didn't say it before, but these settings are just basically adjusting how the camera tracks. Like if it was like, if you had your physical handset over here, but the purple one that aligned with it was over here, there's sliders to make them move it over so that it's more in sync. But I mean, they track well enough. I'm good with that. Now with OBS, it's actually it's pretty easy, especially if you've updated to the latest OBS already. I mean, you should be good. All right, so what you want to do, you can do it like I did. Go to OBS Studio, open file location, because I didn't know where it was saved, and then open file location on the shortcut, and it'll take you to the main folder where OBS and everything is. Let's see. Boop, boop. Cool. Now, what you're supposed to do is, my version, I'm running version 24.0, whatever it is. You want to go to the root folder. You want to come over here. This left side is from the MRC tools. This side is OBS, where these files have to go. So you want to go to OBS, whatever version you're on. Let's see. Just like here, version 24. You're going to scroll over those, Control C to copy, come over here, and then just paste them in. Okay, and then you're just going to say replace the files in the destination. It's not going to overwrite the files in OBS or anything like that. All it's going to do is add those files to what you already have. Okay, what you want to do come over to sources, start a new one. We'll call this Mixed VR. All right, bring up the new sources. You want to go to Oculus MRC. That's not there by default. That's because of the plugins we just put in. If you don't see them, like I said, go ahead and restart OBS, and then they should appear. Now, go ahead and create new. And we're not going to connect to it right away. So what you want to do, right click, and we're going to group selected items. Call this foreground. Now this part for OBS is particularly like straightforward from Oculus's website. So if you don't want to listen to me anymore, you can go straight over there and then follow that, and it'll get you to the same place I'm taking you to. You want to right click, and then you want to copy, and then come over here. Copy the group type, not this. Copy the group folder, not that. And then paste duplicate. Why did I copy? See, I'm doing the same. I'm doing the very thing I'm telling y'all not to do. Want to copy, and then we want to paste duplicate. There it is. All right. And we want to name this one. We'll rename it background. All right. Come over here, and then we also want to add in the video capture device. Now, of course, the video capture device for me is my webcam. That's what I use to calibrate it, what I set it up. That's what you're going to use. If you use a standalone camera to calibrate, that's what you should use. Like I said, once you calibrate it, do not move that camera, or else it will look completely off. Now, if you just want to test it and say, oh, that's cool. All right, cool. Let me go ahead and do it the right way. That's one thing. But, yeah, I mean, it helps to just go ahead and do it the right way from the get-go. All right. So you can see I put in, custom, and then I just slid it all the way across because I wanted to fill the screen. Now, what you want to do, you want to put it in between the foreground and the background groups. All right, for the foreground group, you want to pull up a filter. Make sure you click the group, not the actual MRC. And you want to put in a crop pad. For the foreground, you want it to be 1920 right here, but 1920 and by 1080. If you're doing HD, if you're doing something else, I mean, you got to figure out that math. But I would assume you just use the respective numbers where they go, and then just in the foreground at that very top one, put in the width. So like if you were doing 4K and you were doing 3840 by 2360, you would put 3840 in the top, 3840 in the width, and then 2360 on the height. So you want to put in a crop pad as well for the background. Now always make sure you uncheck relative. All right, for this one, you just put, God, come on, man, 1920, 1900. I put in 9,000. How about that? 1080. Boom. All right. So what you want to do here right now, you want to put in a filter for the video capture device. Now, the first one, obviously, is going to be the chroma key. Let's see, it's green, blah, blah, blah. And then you also want to put in a render delay. It says put in a render delay. I didn't think I needed it, but 3, 2, 1. All right, everybody. So I'm back. I was trying to figure out why my video capture wasn't showing up on screen. Well, maybe I just experienced a bug yesterday because I couldn't figure out why I would need a foreground, because I was turning it off, turning it on. Nothing changed. Nothing changed. But apparently this is the way it's supposed to look, I believe, to where you don't see your video captured. See, my webcam's going right now. When I pull this up, and it's actually showing a green light on my laptop, but I can't see anything. So right now this is what we're looking at, ladies and gentlemen. So right now, basically OBS is set up the way we need it to be set up. There's one little thing we have to do before we're able to put on our Quest and actually try things out. And that's put that mrc.xml file on our Quest. So like I said, having it in developer mode, this is the reason why you want it in developer mode. Not only that, to put the APK in it as well. Now for the actual MCR XML file, let's go over here. It should be right there. Boom. It's right there. All you need to do, really all you need to do, is go to Android, data, then it's going to pull up basically every app that you have. It's going to pull up the folder file. Let's see, where's the one that says Kingspray? There it is, Kingspray. You want to go to Files. In every folder, in every game you try, go under Files. Drop it right here. Drop it right there. Under Files, drop it right there. And that should be all you need to do. You shouldn't have to do anything else. That's all you need to do. Like I said, I've done it in Beat Saber and it doesn't work for me. It doesn't work for me. I don't know why. I mean, it's one of the games supposedly that works with it, but it doesn't work for me. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just doing something wrong. I don't know. And actually, out of all the games I've tried, besides a couple of my unknown sources, Kingspray is the only one that's worked. I would like Gun Club to work. That'd be pretty dope. Like, was it Hot Dogs, Horseshoes, and Hand Grenades? That's pretty dope, seeing that in mixed reality. No lie. Alright, that's what you want to do. You want to put it on there. Alright? So if you got Kingspray, follow along with me right here. And then after, we go through a couple of things, I'm going to show you how you can actually figure out which games are or are not going to work. Now, while we're over here in Kingspray land, I also want to go to OBS, and I want to go to the Oculus MRC and put in my IP address, the one that I told you not to forget. So put that address in. Because I know Kingspray works with it. Boom. Look at that. Look at that beauty. Look at that beauty right there. So I'm assuming when I now with the green being the foreground, I'm assuming when I pick it up. Hold on, let's see here. Drag and drop. Oh. That's odd. Why is it not? Did I set up something weird? I feel like I set up something weird. Alright, well, you know what? That's how we're gonna do that. Right there. That's how we're gonna do that right there. Doesn't matter if it's weird or not, that's how we doing it. Alright. Alright, so let me put my phone in my pocket. I have to take my Quest out of offhand. So let's see here. Okay, so I see now it's more predominant and actually looks like it's casting over your hand, or it looks like it could be casting over your hand with the foreground. See, that looks way better than it did yesterday. Alright, so in order to get y'all to see the main screen like I am right now, I'm just going to turn around, hold the Oculus Quest button, boom, you should be able to see it right there. Now, of course, the green screen and everything like that isn't set up how it could be. Let me see if I can actually fix that real quick. Alright everybody, this is the last part of the tutorial. What you want to do is you want to go to Android Platform Tools. You want to go to SDK, basically search it, and it should bring up SDK Platform Tools, Release Notes, blah, 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 Android developers. That's where you want to go. Okay? And then you want to download for whatever system you're on. I'm on Windows, so I download on Windows. Boom. Click. Agree to the terms, download. Alright, so with that done, you want to go ahead, show in folder, like I've been doing everything. And of course, I've already downloaded, but like I said, I'm walking you through everything. If you want to skip over this part, you very much feel free to. Now you want to go to the folder you just unzipped. Platform Tools. I think this is the empty one that I used yesterday. No, this... Okay, anyway, you want to go into Platform Tools, the folder that's unzipped. You want to copy all of this. Copy it all. Control-C. Now go ahead and go to your C drive, and you want to make a new folder and just call it ADB. I'm not sure if the case has anything to do with it, if it's lowercase, if it's uppercase. I just did lowercase because that's what I was seeing going around. So, alright, now you want to copy all of that inside this ADB folder. Okay? Now once that is done, the easiest method for me to get you to go through is going to simply be this one right here. You're going to want to Windows key, hit the Windows key, then go ahead and type in CMD for the command prompt. Okay, so now you should be in a window like this. All you're going to want to do is CD. Like I said, I don't know if case has anything to do with it, but I see lowercase going around, so I'm going to use lowercase. So you're going to CD, and then C, what's it? Is that semicolon or colon? I don't know. Then backslash ADB, because that's the file we're going to. So now what you want to do, you're going to want to type in ADB space logcat space, what is that, dash s dash OVR plugin. Now, before you do this, make sure your Quest is actually hooked up to your laptop. So I'm hooking it up. You see that it popped up. I hooked it up. It knows it's here. It can read it. All right. So now it's going to basically tell you everything that's going on. This is basically a log. That's all it is. So right now I should be sitting at the home screen. Yep, I'm sitting at the home screen. So it's not going to show me anything. Now, like I said, I've done this with Beat Saber before. So let me go ahead and record video in here. Now I've done this with Beat Saber before, and I couldn't get it to work. I have the file. I have the file in the folder. I want to say that I showed it anyway. So we're just gonna launch. I still got beat on and all that, and it just won't update. Whatever. I don't care. I like Beat Saber the way it is right now. So we can hit continue. Now, in all of this text on the screen in the command prompt, there's a few lines that you need to look out for, but none of them show up. So that lets you know that this is not going to work. The file may be there, but the game's not reading it. I'm going to show you what that looks like. I'm going to open Kingspray again because you see me running with Kingspray. Come on, man. Infectious Ape. Dude, I love it. Y'all made such a good game, bro. Y'all know what y'all doing. Oh, I would love to collab with y'all, no lie. Alright, so you can see on the command prompt, this media manager stuff down here is what actually gets you to where you can connect to your Quest in OBS under the MRC. So as long as you see Media Manager, MRC camera found, I mean, you're going to see dialog boxes down here too, you know, listening and all that. You're good. You're good. The things you want, MRC camera found, listening at 000 TCP port 28734, which if you go back to OBS, it's, oh man, I deleted it out. I deleted that scene out because I need to record other things. But yes, the port you're going to use when you right click on your MRC or open up your MRC on your foreground and your background, it's all one. You do it on one, it happens on the other. You put in your IP address, and then it should show that same port of 28734. And then it'll link up and you'll be good. But that's how to check. That is the quick check. So that way you're not getting up there trying to fiddle around with things, figure out why things aren't working and everything like that. Alright everybody, that's the end of the tutorial today. Thank you. Thank y'all so much on Reddit for, you know, just helping my post climb, giving me kudos, you know, just make me feel pretty badass about what I did. And dude, I've never had a post climb like that before, and I really appreciate you guys. So, of course, I want to do this tutorial so everybody can do the same thing that I did. You know, and more, dude, y'all are awesome. Y'all are awesome. I'm trying not to cuss, you know, I don't want the YouTube management trying to bring down my small channel. But anyway, guys, thank you again. I really appreciate it. Thank you if you stuck around to the end of the tutorial. Hope you got the same outcome. If you didn't, please go ahead, comment below. You know, let me try to help you through it. And you guys are awesome. Never forget that. This is K2 United signing off. Ninja Vanish.